pace car pulls off as they scrub those tires in and roll up the hill here one more time.
The race to turn number 1. Austin Cindric, Matt Tifft. Who will have the lead coming off turn number 1 on this final restart?
Yeah, and this straightaway is long enough after the start finish that the guys on the second and third row, well, they're in the draft, and they get a bit of an advantage before you get to turn number 1, so it can easily go 3 wide, and everybody knows the tail.
I say final restart. It may not be the final restart as we get set to go green.
And Cindric on the gas. Oh, look at in there by the wall. I just saw the nose of that Cunningham car stick out. I think that was Sargeant right down there by the wall who got a huge jump. Cindric with a great start here.
Cole Custer right behind him is now he'll take a look to the inside. Turn 1, they touch.
He blows smoke off the front tires and blows turn number 1, takes Austin Cindric with him. Austin is going to be livid, and Cole Custer with a huge mistake gets back on the track.
Yeah, Custer does get back on the racetrack very quickly, though he does fall to the tail of the field. Meanwhile, Cindric still trying to get that 99 turned around and get back on course.
Yeah, I think that's the only person that Cole did get around. And take a look at this. Are you kidding me? The 77 car of Dalton Sargeant is leading this race from, I believe he restarted in 14th place and then blows turn 5.
Sargeant off the race course. Tifft nowhere to go in the 28, so 1-2 gets taken out. 1-2 gets taken out again, and now it looks like Austin Terrio is our leader on course.
Henriksen also got into Tifft, so tore his car up back there, and you've got to be kidding me. How does the 52 car, has not been in the top 5 all day long, end up leading on the last lap? Sometimes it's just a magical season for you. One thing I can promise you is he won't make any mistakes.
Riley Herbst to second. Now Dalton Sargeant, who fell back to third there, able to get back on the race course in third, finds himself right behind Riley Herbst. He's got P.J. Jones behind him running fourth.
And you can see that left rear fender for Dalton Sargeant sticking way out there like a parachute. It's going to be very difficult here, this high-speed section, to really make up some ground. Riley Herbst right there in front of him. Look at that hood start to shake as he gets up in that low-pressure area off the spoiler, and there's a move right there. Beautiful job out of Dalton Sargeant. Just those 2 good tires on there, but no, he blows the brake zone again.
And this could allow P.J. Jones to get by, and it looks like Jones will be able to get by the 77 or not. They go side by side for the third spot.
Sargeant fighting hard, all the while the 52 car owned by Kenny Schrader, driven by Austin Terrio through the final turn with a huge gap, is going to come up here and grab yet another win. An amazing effort here for the 52 car. Austin Terrio's 4th win on the season, and stretches the points out after a crazy last lap shootout.
And P.J. Jones does edge Dalton Sargeant for the final podium spot and comes home third for that RFMS Racing 2017.
And we're actually hearing on the radio now that crossing the line and 4th is Dalton Sargeant, but will be penalized 4 spots for jumping the start. He was penalized as many spots as he passed before the green flag was thrown here at the finish line. Austin Cindric somehow ends up in 6th place. But no doubt a dejected 6th place as we go on board with him. And there's a pretty good chance he might be trying to hunt down Cole Custer.
Yeah, I think he's probably asking his team, where is the 78 car? And it looks like the 28 stopped on the racetrack. That is Matt Tifft.
Yeah, remember he got into Dalton Sargeant when they blew turn number 5, and then the 75 car also got into Tifft, as we saw that before. So A.J. Henriksen with a lot of damage on that 75 car. So stay with us. We'll get it all sorted out. When we come back, we'll talk to our winner for sure here at the ARCA Racing Series. It was a crazy last lap, and there's a little retaliation as the 99 car of Cindric has caught up with Cole Custer here with the ARCA Racing Series presented by Menards Road America 100. The 99 car of Cindric was leading this race and looked dominant. Cole Custer with a massive mistake, and turn number 1, blowing smoke off of both front tires, took himself and Cindric out right along with him. Here's a look at the restart.
Cindric in the 99, the yellow car. One lap dash. Here comes Custer peeking to the inside. Obviously, no real estate to grab there, and gets into the right rear of Cindric and turns him around.
Yeah, a big moment for sure, and no doubt a very frustrated Austin Cindric. We go on board with Custer. Comes up on the inside, and might have been a little bit damp down there on the inside of one, but nonetheless, it is the guy's responsibility that is behind to stay out of the guy that's in front, and he certainly did not do that.
Yeah, we'll see a shot here. This is on board with Austin Cindric. Going down into turn one, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah, and Austin had such a great car, and of course that's a risk you run every time you have a restart out here. You just never really know how they're going to go, especially with such a high-speed turn number one. All said and done, though, our points leader comes out of this one smelling like a rose. Once again, man, when it's your season, it is your season. And the Bill France four-crown champ peels off and heads over to the winner's circle.
So here's a look at the replay. What happened to Dalton Sargeant after Cindric got wiped out. Sargeant blows the braking zone in turn 5, takes Matt Tifft, who had nowhere to go with him. Sargeant was able to get back on course, but did watch the 52 drive right by him.
Then Henriksen unfortunately had no place to go. He wipes off the front end of the 28 car for Tifft. As we go on board with Tifft, you can see it here, smoke off the front tires there. And Tifft just no place to go.
And it looked like the 41 of Brian Wong helps right there, helps AJ Henriksen get into the front of Matt Tifft. Here's one more look at it on board with Dalton Sargeant.
Just came in a little bit too hot and couldn't get the car rotated. What a shame. Of course, he had that amazing start. In fact, a little too good of a start as he got docked 4 positions and almost got into the back of Riley Herbst right there.
How about Austin Theriault? Wins the GT Pole Award